Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today I'm going to show you something really amazing, and that is my clan boss team on the free-to-play account and the progress that I have managed to do for this. Currently I'm running in the background the worst possible, I guess one of the worst possible things that I can face, and that is the Spirit Affinity on Ultra Nightmare. The reason for that is because on Spirit Affinity, because I do not have a Doom Priest, for example, that would be extremely helpful, because I would just straight up slot Doom Priest in here, and I would have to care about the stun, I would have to care about the the decreased speed debuff. But yeah, I guess I don't have the Doom Priest yet, but who knows, maybe this weekend, maybe on Friday when we get a 2 times chance. Hopefully, you know, I'm gonna get some good Legos, but hopefully I get the Doom Priest. That's what I want. Or like a Brogni. The reason for that is I'm using for this team, this is just a simple Helicath Slowton team, and what I'm using for this team is I'm using Mark, the rare, for her block debuffs and increased defense, because it's a big increased defense, to block the stun normally. Therefore, you know, this doesn't happen in the background as you saw. Let me just move myself so you can see the next time it happens. Basically, I'm blocking the stun, so you know the stun happens, but I do not take it. I block it, and therefore I do not lose a turn with my champion. On Spirit Affinity though, I have to use marked A3, the block debuffs buff, before the second AoE, that is the decreased speed. As you see this one, see I used it here. If I didn't use this one here, I would have gotten decreased speed on every single one of my champions, and the team would have gone out of tune. So this happens now, and boom, see, Anax takes the stun, but he can tank it because of, you know, because I have the big shields, I have the increased defense, so he can tank it. Maybe he might not be able to tank it all the way through, but he still tanks it to the point where actually, you know, where he can survive, maybe to like turn 40 something. But the beauty of this team, and what I'm getting closer and closer to, actually I already done it today, I'm going to show you a recording after this one, is what I really want to do with this team is be able to 2-key Ultra Nightmare, 1-key Nightmare, and hopefully with a random team, or maybe the same team, just I don't last the whole way, hopefully 1-key Brutal as well. You know, that's the goal. And this is, from my point of view, this is pretty impressive, because this account is like only 91, 92, 90 and a bit days in. So 90 days in, to be able to 2-key Ultra Nightmare, well, that's huge. And you know, I basically overachieved my goal for this account. When I started this free-to-play series, that's why it's called Road to Ultra Nightmare. My goal was to hit Ultra Nightmare. Well, that happened in 2 months, because I got Helicath, and that was it, you know. The tricky thing with this one is that I don't really like is maybe I'm missing something, but the tricky thing is on Spirit, like I mentioned, I also have, like, apart from the fact that I have to change something from how I run my team, and that is to put Anax in the lead. I also have to change one piece of gear for Helicath, because I need to get him to be 250 speed plus. Otherwise, it just doesn't fall into sync. Because I don't block the first decreased speed with marked, it just throws everything off, and it doesn't really work. So either I change something for him, or there might be some other tweaks, but I have no other way around it. If you guys know any other way around it, just let me know in the comments below. Like I said, bear in mind, I don't have a Doom Priest or to Hanorach to cleanse, to use to go first and cleanse the decreased speed and the stun. So that's why I'm using this. Again, I do not have a champion that does block debuffs on 2 turns for a 2-turn cooldown. The solution that I'm looking for is to have somebody do this, but work on both affinities. I know there's solutions of, like, you know, I got a Sepulchre Sentinel, I can bring her in here, but there's no way I can make everything work for Ultra Nightmare and Nightmare. This is the only way that I could find it to make it work. Trust me, guys, I looked a lot. I tried testing it. Maybe I missed something. If you think I missed something, like I said, please leave it in the comments below. I would like to know it, and I would like, you know, make a video on it and suggest it to people in the future. But the things that I have done in here is, like, I have tried to min-max this team as much as I could to be able to get to the point that, like I mentioned. The thing that maybe if you follow the log with my free-to-play series, you're noticing that maybe somebody's missing from here. Well, the champion that's missing from here is Thylesia. Basically what I did is I just dropped Thylesia and brought in Anax, because Anax is straight up does more damage than her, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, this is so bad, RNG. Because I didn't land the leech from Scabrius, Anax didn't get the chance to heal himself back up. This is the first time I'm running it on Spirit, by the way, guys, so you know, this is not something planned. This is the first time I'm running it. Because I didn't land the leech from Scabrius, he didn't get the chance to heal back up, so he died. He doesn't have enough defense to be able to sustain that hit. The way that I build my Anax is to be in retaliation and have as much damage as possible. And now this is happening. I take the stun, and you know, I think I'm still gonna keep the key, because the damage that I did before was like 32 million. 25, whatever, let me just check. If not, it is what it is. So let me check this out, and then after this one, I'm gonna run you the nightmare key that I run over here. Let me just show you the preset. Boom, look at this, 39.67 million. That's a wonky nightmare. That's the goal, you know. But yeah, look at this, 3 keys, that's already sorted. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run the... Actually, you know what, let me just show you the presets first, and then I'm gonna run the nightmare run. I'm gonna go into the dungeons, because I already bought two keys today. I don't want to buy any other keys. So I have 2 presets in here, like I mentioned, one for the Sick of Spirit and one for everything else. So these are the presets that you need. This for Helicath, priority A3, then second priority A2. For Anax, the way that I run it is I lock his weaken. I do not want to use the weaken from him. I just want to use the A1 and the poisons. This changes when I'm facing Spirit, and you're gonna see when I show you the other preset. So when I face Spirit, it doesn't matter if it's Nightmare or Ultra Nightmare, I change his preset because I want to always have the decreased defense. So I'm gonna have this one locked as well. Frozen Bash, you just lock her A2 even though she never uses it. Scabrius, I prioritize the leech, and I even let him do the weaken. This one I could even stop it, but if I stop this one, he's gonna do too many A1s and I'm gonna have too many poisons. So for that sake, I keep this one to have like a backup weaken in case Helicath misses it several times. And for Mart, I lock her A2 and I open with the A1. The rotation for the Nightmare key is pretty simple. The way that you've seen here that I put the presets, you leave everything as it is, and then you just need to stop on the second turn. So the second time Helicath comes around, you need to stop him and just use the A1, and that's it. Then you can put it back on auto. So basically, you start with everyone, let it go auto. Before Helicath takes his second turn, turn it off auto, do A1, and then you could put it out auto, and it goes as it's supposed to. The reason for that is because I don't have this one fully booked. It's on a 4-turn cooldown. I want the shield to be always placed just before the stun. Otherwise, people lose this shield, and if they're targeted by the stun, they will not survive as many turns that they're supposed to. Like you saw, Anax died at turn 36. Well, normally they should survive till turn 50 if you build them properly. But you know, when you have an Anax at 1300 defense, he's not gonna survive too long. The way that I'm using for this team is, after trying different types of things and experimenting with lots of things, I realized I was being dumb all along, and I'm actually using Helicath as the as the stun target, because guess what? He's gonna have the highest defense in the whole team. He's gonna be the one that's gonna be able to survive as long as possible, and I'm blocking the stun with the block debuff, so I don't care that he takes the stun. Keep that in mind. You can use Helicath to do that. That's why I changed his mastery that I'm gonna show you afterwards. But for now, I'm gonna show you the Nightmare run that I pre-recorded, and then we're gonna come back at the end, and I'm gonna show you the builds, the masteries for everybody else, and you know, oh yeah. Actually, wait, before that, let me show you the Spirit one. So like I said, for Spirit, I like both things for Anax. Same thing, like same principle for Ultra Nightmare. Locked the A3 for Scabrius, because I want now Scabrius to come into as many poisons, because I locked the ones from Anax. And marked again, same thing, just need to open with this one. Bear in mind another thing though, guys. Bear in mind that when you're facing Nightmare, the rotation changes. I think I'm actually gonna just put that in the description. I'm gonna put the rotation for, and I can even put the link. I can even put the link from the slow tune from There with Jedi in the description. So I'm gonna put the link, and I'm gonna put the you know, the rotation. It's a quick one, short one, but it's a little bit different on Nightmare because of how you do the skills. So let me play the Nightmare run, and then I'm gonna we're gonna be right back, and I'm gonna show you guys the builds that I have on those champions. So see you in a bit. And here we are, guys. So we look at this damage. Like I said, 39.67 million. You know, the one key number is 39.1. This one's not perfectly min-maxed yet because it's on the free-to-play account. I'm short on silver. Like, I used everything that I had. I sold a lot of stuff. I forged, I sold again just to be able to find the right spot, and it's still not over it because look at this. We still have a level 50 even though he's 6-star ANAX. That's not maxed. We're gonna gain more stats after we max him, more attack. We still have a level 45 marked behind me and level 53 Scabrious. Plus, not all the gear is perfectly maxed and optimized because, like I said, I'm short on silver, but still I managed to one key nightmare. So as we can see, Helicath 6.9 million damage, ANAX 12.4. Like, this damage is crazy. I don't think my Thylacia can get this much damage. Even with extending, you know, the debuffs from everybody else, she's still not gonna do that much damage. Plus, with without Thylacia, okay, we do not extend the poison sensitivity, but we have enough other poisons from everybody else and consistent weaken poison. Maybe the only thing that's not 100% consistent is the decreased defense. However, Thylacia only places it on her A3. ANAX does it on the A1. It's lower chance, but he does the A1 more often, so you know it's a little bit more reliable. Plus, like I said, ANAX hits, like, smacks harder. Frozen Banshees with a 9.7 million, and then Scabrious 6.9 million damage. Like I said, this team can be an easy one key nightmare always. One thing that could make it even easier is if, like I mentioned earlier, instead of marked, I got a Doom Priest in here because guess what? I would cleanse the stun, I would cleanse the debuff always, and at the same time I would have an AoE increased attack, which would benefit 1, 2, 3 people. Or another option, if for example I got an ally attack like a Farrak in the Fat, or honestly maybe even a Catacomb Counselor, if I got an ally attack champion, I really think I would just remove Frozen Banshee from the team because I might have enough, I would have enough poisons from Scabrious's A1 and from ANAX's A2 plus that attack to be able to do enough damage. So Frozen Banshee would go out and I would just maybe specialize her for the sake of Dragon or something like that. But yeah, this was the run. Now let me just show you the builds that I have on the champions and the masteries. So basically Helicath, the way that I built him, I just did like this. I put 100% crit rate. I'm a bit overkill. I put 230 accuracy, a little bit, okay, a little bit more. You want around 250, and then I tried to give him as much defense as I could. This is the speed that I have on him for the sake of spirit. Normally his speed is, let me show you exactly so you can keep that in mind. Plus, like I said, there's gonna be the link in the description, but let me show you how it actually looked. This is how it would look normally. He would be at 246, 3.6k defense. This would be normally my Helicath with 100% crit rate, good enough accuracy, you know, and as much defense as I could for the, so he can tank the stun. Then the masteries. All right, let me just show the masteries as well. The masteries, I honestly took this one because he does the shield, so I want his shields to be bigger. I took this one because when you get to the point where people start losing too much HP from the shield, like even himself, when he gets the stun, the shield's gonna be bigger when he's under 40% HP, so you know, it helps you survive more. Same thing for this one, but this one's more towards like other content, when you know, when you're under fear, true fear freeze, other stuff. It's not gonna help. Actually, you know what? This one's actually, I'm talking rubbish. This one's actually helping when we're facing Spirit because ANAX taking the stun, so this might actually never mind. I'm talking gibberish. This doesn't help me, but I guess there was nothing else that I could take that could help me. Maybe Evil Eye instead. I'm not sure. I thought this one would help because we do the stun and we take the stun and then we do the shields, but not really. This is helpful maybe for other PvE content. But yeah, on the left hand side you want to have War Master, or obviously for the damage, and you want to have Heart of Glory because you're gonna be almost all the time you're gonna be with full HP, because that's why we have Scabrious in there for the sake of the leech, so we heal any damage that we actually take from poison takes or whatever at the beginning. Then Frozen Banshee, random builds, again, the 177 speed, 250 plus accuracy, 100% crit rate, and to do as much damage as possible. I actually gave Frozen Banshee 2000 defense. Like, this could have been lower and maybe more attack, but I gave her 2000 defense because when we are facing Force Affinity, The clan boss is not gonna stun either Anax or Helicath. He's gonna stun one of the magic champions, and that champion I made it to be Frozen Banshee. She's not gonna take the stun because we're gonna have block debuffs, but she will be the target for the stun. So keep that in mind. Then these are the masteries, same principle. Art of Glory, War Master, and then down this side I need to, honestly, even if I finish the mastery, Sniper's not gonna help us, but again, War Master is good for a chance to extend the poisons and the poison sensitivities. Same thing, Scabrius, same masteries, same principle, Master Hex and Sniper. You want Sniper for him because the A1, the poisons aren't 100%, they're what, 70% plus that's 5%, 75. This is Scabrius, 176 speed, 100% crit rate, 265. He has decent damage, like 3k attack, 194 damage. He does some pretty solid damage in there. Like, I'm really proud of him. Then Anax, I have in a retaliation gear because I want him in retaliation because of the A1. This is what he places the decreased defense. It's only a 35% chance, so I want him to do the A1 as much as possible. Nothing too crazy, you know, a 186 speed. This is the spot where if I had the Doom Priest would come in at this speed, 186, but that way I would drop her out and I would put Anax at the 174 spot, basically. 250 accuracy, again, 100% crit rate, and as much damage as I could give him. Obviously, I don't have the craziest gear, but still, it suffices. Same masteries just as everybody else, as you see, War Master, Heart of Glory, Sniper, and Master Hexer, you know, everybody basically the same thing. And then marked again in whatever leftover. I mean, look at this gear, guys. Look at what I have here. Not even 8, 12, not maxed, you know, this is what I was talking. There's still place to improve, there's still place to make it 100% always be a 1 key on Nightmare, and maybe the way that I would do this team is I would 2 key on Void and then 1 key on Nightmare, whatever affinity it is. It should always be a 1 key, honestly. I put, again, like I said, marked retaliation plus two pieces of revenge. Again, as many pieces of revenge as you can get there. 174, this needs to be her speed. I couldn't get 100%, so I just did what I could. It's like, the stats are horrible, but, you know, I did what I could. She does her role, she does the block debuffs in there, does the increased defense, does damage from the retaliation, plus the War Master, and that's about it. But yeah, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you know, I hope this helps you. I had lots of people that, even though I already had a video on this one, I had lots of people that wrote to me and said, can you please make a video on your Helicath team? So I said, you know what, let me try and push it to the next level, so I have a reason of making a video on the team again, and not just be like, you know, oh, I did the video last week, let me do the same video again. I didn't want to do that. So at least I min-maxed some stuff and I showed you the progress, and you know, whoever's gonna win this account on Friday night is gonna be, I guess, a lucky person, because I'm definitely grinding the hell out of it. But thank you for watching, everyone. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, it really helps my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye.